Welcome to the hip and happening show of Why'd You Act Like That? Today I have brought you a fabulous character from George Orwell's book 1984. The final lady made Winston crazy with her love. She was a character that wanted to make the best of her life without having to live under someone's control and being a rebel to the party. 26-year-old Julia, who lived in a hotel with her other 30 girls, preferred to be a man rather than a woman. She worked on the novel writing machines in the fiction department of Ministry of the Truth, which she enjoyed. And she had an optimistic viewpoint of life. That is why she would rebel against the party, so her sex pleasures could be gained. So today we'll enjoy our day with Julia and ask her questions that I had while reading this novel. It's a pleasure to have you here with us, Julia.
Well, thank you.
Well, first of all, I would like to know, why did you not talk to Winston today directly when he came to sit near you at your lunch table?
Well, as you know, that we were surrounded by telescreens, and if caught, we would have to confess everything, which we obviously didn't want to do. So it was at my and his best interest to talk in low murmur without looking at each other. I quickly told him the destination and time that would be most suitable for us to meet at.
Okay, I understand. What was your reaction when Winston told you that you were a part of the thought police?
Well, interesting. If it had been someone else in my position, then perhaps their reaction would have been different and disappointed and may have left Winston when he said he wanted to rape or murder me. However, I just responded by laughing because his anger and desire gave me the understanding that he was desperate for me and I had been successful in disguising myself. He just thought I was a party member because of my young and healthy body. According to him, young and healthy girls trap men and then denounce them, so it was just his understanding.
Would you like to explain to all of us why you hated the party?
Here's the question I've been waiting for. Hate is the correct term you have used to describe my love towards the party. The party just did not want me or anyone else to have a good time. According to the party, which is them, they were the only ones who could afford to have a pleasant time. I had to unwillingly break the rules in order to have my sexual pleasure. I am someone who cannot tolerate others stopping me from having a good time. I mean, isn't having a good time the purpose of life? Purpose of life for everyone. And if you do not understand how eager I am to have a pleasant time, let me tell you that if I had my first love affair at the age of 16 with a party member who was at the age of 60. Yes, I know that I am portraying a bad image over here, but I do not give a darn about the party members. If it wasn't for me, then a majority of them would not be having a good time.
I see. Even though there may have been a lot of times that Winston felt comfortable around you, I always doubted you. Did you really like Winston, or were you just with him to enjoy yourself?
Well, as you know, I was with Winston to have a good time. But we both know, me and Winston, that we could not be together forever. However, for the first time I was with Winston, I did like him. I brought him real coffee, the kind that the inner party drank. If it was not the desire that I had, do you think that I would have brought him something that was considered to be luxury at that time? I mean, I even got us some tea as well. I had painted my face, I even put on some makeup to attract myself to Winston. Also, the moment I found out that Winston feared rats, I stuffed the holes with sacking to prevent the rats from coming in. I don't think you would do something like this for someone you don't like that much. I liked Winston, and Winston liked me, for he told me about his dream he had with her, about her mother, or his mother, and how he ran away with the chocolate, and up to this day, he does not know his mom or his sister's whereabouts, or even if they exist.
Thank you, Julia, for clearing up my doubts. I would like to ask you why you betrayed Winston then.
Well, I had no other option other to betray him. My life is more precious than him. I was being tortured and was in physical pain. There was no other way to get out of it other than to confess. I was just put in such a critical situation.
Well, when Winston was reading Goldstein's manifesto, you seemed uninterested. Why? What was the case?
Yes. I was uninterested in that book. Winston would read it to me in bed, but I would just fall asleep. I was not like Winston, who wanted to know why the party had ruled in the past and why it was still continuing to rule over in the present. I, as you now know, am concerned about myself and my pleasures. Learning about the past does not fascinate me. I spend my time wisely by seeking pleasure than learning about my existence.
Alright, Julia. I have one more question for you before we run out of time. I would like to ask you if your sexual acts made you feel superior to the party.
Well, I honestly do not know if my sexual actions made me feel superior to the party. However, I can tell you that I'm always satisfied because, I always felt satisfied because I knew I was rebelling against the party. I think my actions gave me the feeling that I was doing something that might cause the party to reconsider why they are so controlling, but unfortunately, nothing like that has happened so far, so the correct answer to that is unknown.
Well, thank you, Julia, for giving us one of your precious times. And I have learned a lot about you. I am looking forward to seeing you in other Orwell bookies.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.